Shalom. This is to all Israelite groups and all Israelite communities and all breakoffs from One West and breakoffs from breakoffs from breakoffs from breakoffs. No matter what rainbow uniform you wear, red, white, purple, and white, all white, it don't matter. You should all treat the ISUPK like your weird, misunderstood Sabbath. You shouldn't do anything until you counsel with the ISUPK. We'll tell you when and what to eat. We'll tell you who to marry. We'll tell you who to have sex with and how. We'll tell you how to resolve conflicts with your wives. We'll tell you how to resolve conflicts with your kids, your brothers, your sisters, your parents, your friends, everybody. We'll tell you when and how to pray. We'll tell you how to direct your life in a way that's pleasing to the Most High God of Israel and our Black King Yahushua, a.k.a. Jesus Christ. We will be to you instead of a God. Just like the Most High told Moses in Exodus 4:16 that Aaron would be to him instead of a mouth and he would be to Aaron instead of a God, that's what we'll do for you. It is what you all need because none of you know what the fuck you are doing. I pray you understand. Shalom.
State your name, rank, and registry.
Chicago Banya Howard Banya Sharala.
Chicago Banya Howard Banya Sharala.
How about Shimmy Al Shabakata?
Yeah, about Shim Shabakata.
La Yasharala.
We now stand to go through the Lord's prayers and blessings. The Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew, Abanaw, Shabbat Shema, Kodash, Ayah, Shukah, Yahweh, Malakka, Taba'a, what is God? Ayah, Aisha, Rakza, Kawa, Ayah, Washaman, Tanyana, Come, Call, Yawam, Wasalagno, Kabawabno, Kazalagno, Kabawabno, Wala'a, Tabayanaw, Manasa Yawan, Abal, Hawashai now, Mayam, Ra, Kaya, Laka, Malakwa, Waha'ala, Watapara, Lawalum, Aman.
The Lord's Prayer in English. Our Father,
which art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
In earth,
as it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. Forgive us our debts.
And forgive us our debts.
As we forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. The power. The glory. Forever. So be it.
The power in the Hebrew. Yahweh,
Hashem,
Yahushua, Babakashah, the Danyanaw, Akat, Lapa'ah, Kamaka'ala, Wakal Madawa, Akat, Lata'ah, Matazarayam, Akam, Solak, Akat, Lahakwayam, Matium, Akat, Awakawa, Fatima Allah, Lagarsha, Bahashim, Yahushua, the water, Aman.
This is power in English. Yahweh in the name of Yahushua.
Yahweh in the name of Yahushua.
Please give us the power.
The
power to heal all manner of sickness.
The power to heal all manner of sickness.
And all manner of disease.
The power
to cleanse the lepers.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. To cast them out in the name of Yahushua. Thank you, so be it.
Blessings in the Hebrew. Barak, Atah, Yahweh, Yahweh Shah,
Yahweh Shah,
Yaka Allah,
Wamayaka Allah,
Wa'aliyam,
Wa'alayam,
Matasaba'ah,
Matazabaya,
Alawak,
Alwa,
Yahana,
Yahana,
Hawab
Hawa, Wayum,
Sorryum,
Hasorayum,
Hakwataza Yum,
Hakwa Tazayum,
Hakwa Al Yum,
Haka Yum,
Wahakwatium,
Waha Wakium,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Bashim,
Bashim,
Yahweh Shah,
Yahweh Shah,
the water,
water.
Aman.
Amen. Blessings in English. Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh,
And Yahweh Shah.
and Yahweh Shah,
And Michael.
and Michael,
The angels.
and the angels,
Command General Yohana.
Commander General Young,
Generals.
the generals,
Captains.
captains,
Officers. Troopers.
troopers,
And the sisters.
and the sisters.
Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shah.
Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh.
Thank you, so be it.
Thank you, so be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah,
Ashah.
Ayanya,
Ayanya.
All,
All.
Mahariyam,
Ahorayum.
Mayan,
Mayum.
Yaba'ah,
Yabah.
Azariah,
Azariah.
Azariah,
Azariah.
Ma'aim,
Mayam.
Yahweh,
Yahweh.
Ashah,
Ashah.
Shamayam,
Shamayum.
Waratiza,
Aratiza.
Ayatham,
Ayathan.
Namawat,
Mamawat.
Regalka,
Radalka.
Yanawam,
Ayanawam.
Shamarka,
Shamarka.
Anah,
Ana.
La'a,
Ah.
Yanawam,
Yanawam.
Wala'a,
Walaha.
Yayashan,
Yayashan.
Shawamar,
Shawamar.
Yasha'ala,
Yasharala.
Yahweh,
Yahweh.
Shamarka,
Marka.
Yahweh,
Yahweh.
Tazalka,
Tazalka.
Al-Yad,
Ayad.
Yamyanka,
Yamyanka.
Yawamam,
Yawamam.
Hashamash,
Hashamash.
La'a,
La'a.
Yakaka,
Yakaka.
Wayarak,
Wayara.
Walayala,
Walayala.
Yahweh,
Yahweh.
Yashamarka,
Yashamarka.
Makorah,
Makara.
Yashamar,
Yashamar.
Atnapashka,
Atnapashka.
Yahweh,
Yahweh.
Yashamar,
Yashamar.
Taza'ak,
Tazaka.
Wabu'aka,
Wawawaka.
Maitah,
Mata.
Wa'ad,
Wayad.
Awalam.
Allah. Psalms 121 in English. I will lift up my eyes unto the hills.
I will lift up my eyes to the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from Yahweh.
My help cometh from
Made
Yahweh,
heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel
he that keepeth Israel
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is the shade upon thy right
The
hand.
sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out,
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in.
and thy coming in
From this time forth,
from this time forth
and even forevermore.
and even forevermore. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim,
Hallelujah.
Adamayalaka,
Adamaya.
Altakarash,
Alta Karash.
Waltashakwat,
Alta Shquat.
All,
All.
Kahana,
Kayahana.
Awayabyaka,
Awayo Yaka.
Yama Yawan,
Dabo Yawan.
Umasinayaka,
Wama Shiraka.
Nashaawa,
Nashawawa.
Ra'ash,
Ash.
Alamaka,
Alamaka.
Yahweh Yamwa,
Yawa Yamwa.
Sawad,
Tawad.
Wayatazwa,
Yatazwa.
Altazapanyaka,
Altazapa Yaka.
Amarwa,
Amawa.
Lakawa,
Lakawa.
Wanaka Yadam,
Wanaka Yadam.
Magoya,
Magawa.
Wala'a,
Wala.
Yazakar,
Yazakar.
Shamyashala,
Shamya Sharala.
Awad,
Taiwan.
Kaya,
Ayad.
Nawatazawa,
Naya Tazawa.
La,
La.
Yakadwa,
Yakadwa.
Awyaka,
Ayaka.
Baryath,
Mara.
Yakaratwa,
Yakura.
Ahalya,
Ahalo.
Arawam,
Alwan.
Waishama Yilam,
Wayashamala Yum.
Mawa'aba,
Awaba.
Wahagaria,
Wahagarium.
Gabal,
Gabal.
Wamawan,
Amawan.
Wamalak,
Wamalat.
Palashath,
Palasha.
Amishabi,
Amashabi.
Tazawar,
Tazawar.
Gamashawar,
Amashawar.
Galawad,
Alwa.
Imam,
Ama.
Ayawad,
Aywa.
Zawad,
Zawad.
Nabanyalawad,
Nabanya Lawat.
Salah,
Salah.
Ashalaham,
Ashalaham.
Kamayan,
Kamanyu.
Kasarasara,
Kasaraya. Ra.
Kayab Young,
Kamyamyan.
Banakal,
Banakal.
Kwayshwan,
Kayashwan.
Nashamadwa,
Nashamadwa.
Bayan,
Bayan.
Dawa,
Dawa.
Ayawad,
Aywa.
Daman,
Dama.
Radamad,
Radama.
Shayatamu,
Shayatama.
Nayamawa,
Nanya. Amawa.
Karab,
Kara.
Wakaza'aba,
Wakaza Abba.
Wakazabat,
Wakazaba.
Wakazazmanai,
Wakatazamana.
Karnasakakamwa,
Kanasaya Kamwa.
Ashar,
Ashar.
Amarwa,
Amarwa.
Narashah,
Narashah.
Lanawah.
Lanawah. Ah.
Now, Salaki. Nawah. Alahaya. Shayathamwa. Kagagala. Kakwash. Lapanya Rakah. Kaash. Tabira Yaira. Wakalahaba. Dalahat. Hayam. Khan. Davapadma. Basaraka. Wabasawapaka. Tabahalam. Mala'ah. Panyaham. Palawan. Wayabakashwa. Shamkar. Ya'awa. Wabashwa. Wabahalwa. Ayad. Wayakapawa. Wayabadwa. Wayadawa. Kaya. Ata. Shamkar. Ya'awa. Labaka. Hayawan. Akal. Haratiza.
This will be Psalms 83 in English. Keep not thy silence, O God.
Keep not thy silence, O God.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still, O God.
Be not still, O God.
For lo, thy enemies make a tumult.
Thine enemies make a tumult.
And they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
And they that hate thee have lifted up their
They
head.
have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
They consulted against thy hidden
They
ones.
consulted against thy
They have
enemies.
said,
They have said,
Come,
come,
and let us cut them off from being a nation.
and let us cut them off from being a nation.
That the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
That the name of Israel shall be no more remembrance.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
Are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
Tabernacles of Edom.
The tabernacles of Edom.
And Ishmaelites.
The Ishmaelites.
Moab. And Hagri.
Agri.
Baal.
Baal.
And Ammon.
Ammon.
And Amalek.
Amalek.
Philistines.
Philistines.
The inhabitants of Tyre.
The inhabitants of Tyre.
Assur also is joined with them.
Assur also is joined with them.
And hoping the children of Lot.
They hoping the children of Lot.
Salah. Do it to them.
Do unto them.
That's the Midianites.
That's the Midianites.
That's the Sisera.
That's the Sisera.
That's the Jabin.
That's the
That's
Jabin.
the brook of
The
Kison.
brook of Kison.
Which perished at Endor.
Prepares at
They
Endor.
became as dung for the earth.
They became dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like Oreb.
Make their nobles like
And
Oreb.
like Zeb.
And like that.
Yea.
Yea.
All the princes of Zebah.
All the princes of Zebah.
In that Zabud.
And as the
Who
movie.
said,
Who said,
let's take to
let
ourselves
us take to
the
ourselves
houses of God in
the
possession.
house of God in possession.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Make him like a wheel.
Make him like a wheel.
As a stubble before the
As a
wind.
stubble before the
As the
wind.
fire burneth the
The
wood.
fire burneth the
And as the
wood.
flame setteth the mountains on
And the
fire.
flame set the mountains on fire.
So persecute them
So persecute them
with thy tempest.
with thy
And
tempest.
make them afraid with thy
And
storm.
make them afraid with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their faces with
And they
shame.
make their seek thy name Yahweh.
That they may seek thy name, Yahweh.
Let them be confounded and troubled forever.
Let them be confounded and troubled forever.
Yea,
Yea.
let them be put to shame and perish.
Let them be put to shame and perish.
That men may know
That men may know
that thou whose name alone is Yahweh,
that thou whose name alone is Yahweh
art the most high over all the earth.
art the most high over all the earth. May be seated.
I have to lower the camera.
Okay. Mamas, you mind lowering the camera down? Mind lowering the camera down for us? Salaki, everybody. Today is the Sabbath service brought to you by Dallas. I'm Officer Lamawad. This is Officer Kagawar. And we are coming out of the book of Exodus, chapter 28, and we're going to start at verse 10. I'll be reading the Hebrew, and Kagawar will be reading the English, and I'll be teaching the class, or teaching the Sabbath, Salaki. Give us 1 second here, Salaki, for the delay. You know, us brothers live a long way to get here to put this together for y'all. And but that's still no excuse. We should be here on time, so I take that upon myself for that. So Salaki. All right. So we're gonna get into this. If you could do me a favor, if you could, well, one, make sure you post. I don't know if you already do that, but post everybody's comments up on the deal. And then open another tab and look up Aaron's garment.
Okay.
And then we'll share that on the screen so everybody can kind of get a, know what we're talking about in this.
Is it ARR?
And then my wise, if you don't mind, when he's sharing the screen, if you could look on there and make sure it's actually showing and everything like that. The water. What did he ask me?
Is it spelling his name is ARR or AR? AAR.
AA Ron. Yeah. You know AA Ron. All right, cool. Yeah. You heard that, right? AA Ron, that's from the Key and Peele joint. All right. Before we get into some folly. So we're in the book of Exodus, and we're in chapter 28, and starting at verse 10. And this is going into Aaron's garment that he's going to wear when he ministers to the Lord. And it's going to go, it's going to break this down very detailed. And so I'm having Officer Kagawa, he's going to pull it up, and we're going to share the screen so that all of you looking or all of you viewing will be able to understand what this garment is looking like and where everything is going and all of that good stuff. And then we're going to also kind of get into the different, the altar in the temple, the incense table, and all of that. We don't have to share it at this moment, but you can keep us both on the stage, and everything. If you put, and then it'll say Mozilla Firefox. Do the well, which one did it show?
Hayden Valley Waka?
Yeah, I don't know what that is, man. But you can do the StreamYard. See the StreamYard one?
Click this one?
Yeah. So it's going to show us. So then you just go to that tab and it should show just that tab. All right?
Cool.
It should.
But not now.
Not now. No. Not now. It's like, okay. So we're going to start in chapter 10. And chapter 28, start at verse 10. I'm going to read 10 and 11. So book of Exodus, chapter 28, verse 10 and 11 in the Hebrew. Shashah, Mashatam, Allah, Ha'aban, Ha'kath, Wa'ath, Shemawath, Hashashah, Hanawatarayam, Allah, Watawallath, Shanayah, Washash, Mashazar. Verse 11. Maishah, Karash, Aban, Patawakaya, Katam, Tapatak, Oth, Shataya, Habanayam, Baniyah, Yasharala.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 28, verse 10 in English. 6 of their names on one stone, and the other 6 names of the rest on the other stone, according to their birth.
All right. So basically we have, me just back up real quick. So we're already into the robe, right? And now we're getting so it's kind of like a garment that I would have on now, but it's a lot more detailed. It's way more detailed, right?
How cool.
And we're gonna show that to you in a minute. And so now here in verse 10, we're getting into the stones that they're placing on there, and he's gonna have 12 stones, and these stones are gonna be different types of stones, and they're gonna be engraved with the tribes on them. All right. And if we could, let's go ahead and share that screen.
Okay.
Y'all bear with us just 1 second. I want to make sure that this actually does work out the way I want it to work out. Let's see. I guess bring up that one. That one looks pretty good. Now, of course, because the world thinks that Christ and the Israelites are so-called white people, this image is going to be off. It's not going to be a black man. But for the sake of just showing it to you guys, we'll run with it. Is my deal behind? Okay, it's behind. Okay. All right, with the rightly divided.
Make this bigger. Right here.
Click on the image.
This one?
Yeah.
Brings me to that rightly divided.
Okay. Okay. Hold on. Go to. Yeah, Salaki. We're just trying to get. There we go.
Okay.
There we go. So in there, I just want y'all to kind of see a better one, because but I want it. Okay, give me that one.
This one?
Yeah, give me that one, because it gives it kind of points at thing, but that's different. I've never heard that, but it's in the scriptures about the bonnet. I don't know about the bonnet. It's like do the bonnet. Is it not coming up?
It's lagging bad.
Yeah, it's because so anyway, all right. I mean, as you can kind of see on the screen, this is how the garment is this gives you can always look it up on Google, just put in Aaron's garment for the tabernacle, and you get a real good, there's a lot of real good ones where it gives the labels of like what an ephod is, the gold plate that goes above, goes on his mitri, and all of that. We'll get to that as well. All right. So let me go ahead and get 12 and 13 in the Hebrew.
Oh, I was supposed to read 11 too?
You didn't read 11?
Lost,
okay, go ahead.
It's the book of Exodus, chapter 28, verse 11. With the work of an engraver in stone, like the engravings of a signet, shalt thou engrave the two stones with the name of the children of Israel. Thou shalt make them to be set in Ounces of gold.
Ouches. Because it's very important that we give definition to a lot of these words. And I've looked some of them up, and I have forgotten some of them. So ouches, spelled Ouches, refers to gold settings or sockets used to mount precious stones. So basically, ouches
28.
would be like if you have a ring and you're putting a diamond in the ring, it's what holds the diamond into the ring. Just like if you have a garment and you want to put some stones on there, you have to have a way keeping the stones on there. You don't want to just glue them on, right? So you would use ouches that would kind of cover sides of the stone to lock it into place.
So like a bracket.
Yep, right. There you go. All right. So lost my Hebrew. Let me get it back here. All right, so it's the book of Exodus, chapter 28, verse 12 and 13 in the Hebrew. Washamath, Ath, Shataya, Habanayam, Haban, Hashanayath, Katawalad, Salaki, Katawaladatham, verse 13. Waishat Yath, Mashabataza Ath, Zahab.
This book, Exodus, chapter 28, verse 12. Thou shalt put the two stones upon the shoulders of the ephod for stones of memorial unto the children of Israel. And Aaron shall bear their names before Yahweh upon his two shoulders for a memorial. Verse 13. Thou shalt make ouches of gold.
All right, so with the cursor, show them the ephod. The ephod is going to be like the outer part of the garment. It's like it's almost like an apron. So you're going to have an under part of the garment, and then you're going to have the outer part of the garment. So like with this garment right here, I have there's kind of like a first layer to it right here, and then I've got another layer that's over the top. Right now, this is not a true ephod because an ephod is more like a apron type deal, but it's just to give you an example how you layer it. And then on top of the ephod, he's going to have a breastplate. So if I had another deal on top of this, I would have a breastplate, and that would have the jewels on it and everything like that.
So and this be the ephod.
That's the ephod on the outside. And see how you have the blue underneath? So you have the blue underneath, and that's the ephod that's over it. And then on the shoulders is where the onyx, see the two onyx stones that it's referring to in, what was that, in verse 12? Let's see. On the shoulder, the two stones upon the shoulders. So you got the two stones upon the shoulders. He got a clean garment going on. And this is by the instructions of the Lord. So, could you, think it was going to be anything else? You know what I mean? I might have to make one. My next garment might have a bunch of stones on it. You know what I mean? But, all right, we're going to move on. Let's go to 14 and 15. The book of Exodus, chapter 28, verse 14 in the Hebrew. Washataya. Sharasharath, Zahab, Tawar, Magabalath, Allah, Katapath, Hapad, Abanya, Zakaran, Abanya, Yasha'ala, Wanashiyah, Aharan, Oth, Shamawatam, Lapanya, Yahweh, Al, Shamath, Banya, Yashala, Matabath, Mashabatazawath, Zahab, Dasha, Atam, verse 15, Washayath, Kashan, Mataya, Katapaya, Salaki, Katapaya, Yawa, Lazakaran.
This book of Exodus, chapter 28, verse 14. And 2 chains of pure gold at the ends of wreathen work shalt thou make them, and fasten the wreathen chains to the ouches.
Okay, so does that show that in here?
Not real good.
So basically,
show a better room.
Yeah, so basically we're getting into just for lack of a better way to say it, we tricking out the garment. You know what I mean? We now put together the basics of the garment. Now we making it fly. You know what I mean? We chains of gold. You got the stones on it. You're locking the stones into place. You putting swag to it. At that point, my chains are gonna be gold, but it's not gonna be real gold. You know what I mean? This is real gold that they putting on this thing. I mean, back then they had gold like just, it was just like, here, man, I don't even got no use for it. You know what I'm saying? I wish we had that back. One day we will. One day we'll walk on streets of gold. But yeah, so we tricking out the garment now. Basically we got 2 chains, and then they linking together. They reading. Aaron's they putting Aaron's garment together, and it's starting to come together real good. It's looking real good. It's looking like a garment you should look into to make it. Okay, go ahead with verse 15.
Verse 15. And thou shalt make the breastplate of judgment with cunning work. After the work of the ephod, thou shalt make it of gold, of blue, and of purple, and of scarlet, and of fine twined linen shalt thou make it.
Look, the Lord is about quality at this point.
Come on, sir.
He say everything in this thing, he said cunning work, meaning it's detailed. It's detailed and right, and you being very meticulous with your work. You know what I mean? When people look at it, they like, dang, how you do
simply stitched on there. It's like,
yeah, no, like this is all handmade, putting it, it's like some people that are really good at like crocheting or something. Okay. Like I never understood how somebody can crochet a whole shirt or sweater or something like that. Like, cause you got to do all these turns and make sleeves and like man, you cold with them two little chopsticks, that you got there. You cold with that thing, But yeah, so cunning work. It said after the work of the ephod. So now the best plate is going over the ephod at this point. All right. Okay. And it's the breastplate of judgment. Because Aaron is now going to sit in that seat He's gonna sit in that seat of judgment. Moses is the head man, but Aaron is gonna be that priest. All right. We got of gold, of blue, purple. We ain't on no purple people. You know, I'm not gonna say those names, but this ain't them.
Don't bitch.
And the scarlet and the fine twined linen. So Lord don't want no rayon, no polyester.
Polyester brim.
You know, yeah, you don't want no pleather, no none of that. He want that fine, you know, get it right off the sheep's ass, you know, cut it, make the all that.
Cuddle gun.
All right. So, was that okay?
15.
So that was 15. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go ahead and get 16 and 17. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 28, verses 16 and 17 in the Hebrew. Rabawah, Yahaya, Kapawal, Zerath, Arakawa, Wazarath, Rakabawa, verse 17. Wamala'ath, Bawa, Shamapat, Maisha, Kashab, Karmashah, Apad, Tashanawa, Zahab, Takalath, Waragaman, Watawala'ath, Manaya, Washash, Tasha, Atam, Masha, Abath, Wanatata, Oth, Shabasharath, Habatath, Hamashabataza Ath.
Book of Exodus, chapter 28, verse 16. Foursquare it shall be. Mean doubled. A span shall be the length thereof, and a span shall be the breadth thereof. Verse 17 too.
We can stop right there real quick. Well, you might give me a definition of span. In the Bible. Span. You can go ahead and read 17.
Verse 17. And thou shalt set it, Slaki, and thou shalt set in it settings of stones, even 4 rows of stones. The first row shall be a sardius, a topaz, and a carbuncle. This shall be the first row.
All right.
Case.
The definition of span is a unit of measure, approximately half cubit of the distance from the thumb to the little finger.
On
the
little finger.
Outstretched hand. Yeah.
Okay. So, a cubit is what, about a foot and a half? I believe we established that a while
18
back.
inches, I think it said.
Right. So, yeah, a foot and a half a foot. So it's a half of that would be a span. So like you said, the Lord's being real meticulous in how to put this thing together. I just wanted to get a span for edification so people would know, because we really need to know these words. We need to know what we're dealing with. You never know when you'll be asked that question. It could be something small, as just somebody says, what's a span? And then you're sitting there, your whole train of thought goes off, when you can just say, hey, it's half a cubit, look up a cubit. You know what I'm saying? But if you know what a cubit is, just say, a cubit is a foot and a half. So basically 18 inches. And it's half of that. Half, so it would be 9.5, right? Or 9, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm not a mathematician.
Yeah, I would just think of it in inches, just 9 and then
9
18.
inches. All right. Now I don't understand I'll have to ask Officer Shad about from the thumb to the pinky. Now it said outstretched hand, so I'm thinking it's from there to there. Maybe that's 9 inches from your thumb. Now my thumb is broke, but that about 9. Yeah, for the sake of it. And let's see, thou shalt set it in the settings of song, even 4 rows. So now you got 4 rows, or just look up the breastplate. Okay, there we go. There's breastplate. Because we're streaming, it's extremely slow, and it's a cheap laptop. I'm sorry, internet. So, because I think so 4 rows by 3, or is that by yeah? So 4 rows by 3, that's 12. 12 tribes. We got the stones. Each stone represents a tribe, and I think it's also, this is really detailed. This is real meticulous together, and it was like, here's the garment, start up the Sabbath service. Here's the garment, get the sacrifices. This was meticulous in breaking it down, so that because this is our history and our heritage. White gloves. So I was just saying, like, all right, so that was 4 rows. The first row shall be of a sardis, left-hand corner. That's the sardis, which is what, of a green color, kind of a greenish color, aqua color,
cyan.
All right, so you got the sardis stone, a topaz. Is that the one below it, or a topaz's uncle would be to the right of that?
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Does it have them labeled?
I can't see that.
Let me see.
Does it say something else on there? It says emerald, and then.
Do you see Garbuncle anywhere? Okay, well,
might be a bad picture.
We'll figure that out. But like I said, we're just trying to give y'all a image that you can go off of and follow along with the scriptures as well. So let's go ahead and move on. We're gonna go to did we get into 17? Or that's where I'm at right now. Okay, so we're in 18 and verse 19. All right. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 28, verses 18 and 19 in the Hebrew. Wata war. Masazar. Taisha. Atawa. Verse 19. Wata war. Hashalawashaya. Lasham. Shabawa. Wa akalama. All right.
This book of Exodus chapter 28, verse 18. In the second row shall be an emerald, a sapphire, and a diamond. Verse 19. In the third row, a ligure, an agate, and an amethyst.
A gate. And the amethyst. Yeah. All right. So these are the different stones that they're putting in there. Y'all can look up the stones themselves and see what they look like and everything. Like